You know, I thought it'd be worse than that. What's up, guys? Kidd Calin back with another video, and a new season is coming, which means a new sandbox is on the horizon. So, me, being the build crafter that I am, decided to share a few exotics and weapons that I'm going to be making sure that I have going into Season of the Sus. But before we get into that, if you are enjoying these videos, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already, because I'm going to be posting a lot of builds next season. The build potential going into season 15 is going to be pretty darn spicy. So yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the new videos. Let's get into it. All right, first things first, stasis legendary weapons. That's right, they're finally here. Well, they're not here yet, but they're coming. And Bungie has confirmed that they will be in the kinetic and power slots, which kind of leads into my theory that possibly some of our exotic kinetic weapons might get elements attached to them in the next expansion if we get another darkness subclass. Ones like Thorn, Malfeasance, Witherhoard, those are all darkness based weapons. I made a whole video about it up in the top right corner if you want to go check that out. But they also stated that these will intrinsically not be different from our regular kinetic weapons. These will be unique in the fact that they will be able to roll with stasis specific perks. Now they did state stasis perks that slow and freeze will be kill trigger perks only, meaning that you have to get the kill before they trigger. This is to keep it balanced within PvP while also letting it be easy to use inside of PvE. And honestly, I'm kind of interested to see what type of perks we get in the next season. Next up, primary weapons. Primary weapons now have infinite ammo, and two weapons that come to mind instantly when I hear this: Sweet Business and Huckleberry Finn. Those are going to be insane, especially Huckleberry, because it reloads itself on kill and has Rampage. Also, two exotic armor pieces to take note of next season: ACTIUM War Rig, which comes with the exotic perk Auto-Loading Link, which steadily reloads a portion of your equipped auto rifle or machine gun magazine from reserves. Now, machine gun might not take advantage of this completely, but it is still good to have because machine guns are going to also be getting a 20% damage increase, except for Xenophage. Xenophage is not going to get the full damage buff, but it is good for sustained DPS still, so, not having to reload that. On top of the fact that is getting its firing rate slowed down just a tad from 120 RPM to 90 RPM. Yeah, ACTIUM War Rig might actually be really good with Xenophage. I didn't even think of that until just now. Huh. Yeah, that actually seems to be pretty darn good. Next up, we have sealed AHAMKARA's Grasp, which comes with the exotic perk Nightmare Fuel. Dealing melee damage reloads your currently equipped weapon. This is very niche because honestly, right now our hunters, we only have one we have two melees that deal damage over time, which will proc this continuously, one of which being Knife Trick, which throws a fan of knives that also burn target, and this burn damage counts as melee damage, which continuously will reload your weapon in hand. And the second one being Corrosive Smoke, which basically is a smoke bomb that does damage over time and slows enemies, keeping them inside of that smoke just a little bit longer. But yeah, more than likely you'll be using this with Knife Trick. So another combination that is going to be pretty darn good IMO next season: Drop Mag and high impact reserves. All right, so the primary ecosystem is being shifted, which means Drop Mag is not going to be affecting reserves anymore because that would be completely pointless. No, instead now it not only increases your reload speed but drops your magazine size, meaning that perks like Under Pressure, high impact reserves will now be more effective quicker. And if you're using this on a hand cannon, there's a bit of a buff coming to a pair of pants that are quite lucky next season, so be on the lookout for some testing of that. Next up, we have our exotic changes. Now, first up, we have Anarchy, right? I thought they were going to nerf this a lot more than they did. They only changed the reserves from 26 to 16 and reduced the damage versus bosses by 30%. Now, champions are not bosses, so if you're going to be running Lost Sectors or nightfalls, this is still a viable option for things like ad clear and champion damage. But because of that boss damage, you know, the final boss might not be the best choice to go in with Anarchy. Vex mythoclast is getting a big buff in the way of not only a PvE damage bonus increase of 40%, but its range stat, its stability stat have also been increased, and the catalyst has been reworked to give it stability and damage after kill. Essentially, this thing now has rampage. On top of that, the firing rate has been increased from 360 to 390, and it has reduced the linear fusion rifle mode charge from 820 to 533. I don't have this thing, and I haven't used a linear in a while, so I'm trying to think of how fast that is. But also, you no longer lose your overcharge stacks when you stow, unless you are in linear fusion rifle mode. Alright, so I mentioned this one earlier. Sweet business, right? They've changed it to now refill the magazine when you pick up special and heavy ammo, essentially giving this lead from gold, the legendary perk that we can find on things like sniper rifles and such, that gives it, you know, extra ammo when you pick up a heavy brick. Yeah, because we now have unlimited primary ammo, there's pretty much no use in its original perk, so they changed it to special and heavy ammo. But yeah, that's just about it, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you have other exotics that you think will be really good next season, put them down in the comments below. I'll probably be looking down there trying to gather ideas, because I'm gonna hope to get out a lot of build videos early on in the season. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.